Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Shake the Damn Table. I'm your host Amyna and I'm joined with my co-host today. We're going to introduce themselves. You want to start off?
Sure, I'm Jasmyn.
Where can they find you on social media?
Jasmyn Tiara, JasmynTiara.
Okay, I'm your girl KCredible. That is what I'll be going by on the show. And you can plug in and follow me Keatrice Elmore on Facebook. KCredible, no IG. Okay.
Cool. So let's go ahead and start off with the business of the week.
We have Raina Ball. She's a licensed cosmetologist and Aveda trained. She offers a variety of services such as relaxers, silk press, dreadlock retwist, and specialize in color. Her prices are always reasonable and she offers hair specials every week. She's located at the Salon Textures in Homewood. She also sells lashes and she do lashes too. And the best way to get in contact with her is through her Facebook page, which is Raina Elise Hair, and then her Instagram is Raina_Elise_hair.
Alright, so the move of this week, the Kickback is back for 2020 and they're having the Kickback After Dark, and that is going to be on Friday, February 21st from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. at the Freedom House, and it's only $5 to get in.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Yeah, no, they're really good. They have like a bunch of different artists and stuff like that from Alabama and Georgia that's going to be performing. They usually be dope, so go and check it out.
Move.
Yes.
So we'll be able to catch you at the move.
Right. So we want to go ahead and go to the trivia.
Okay, yeah, y'all ready for the trivia?
You ready?
Yeah. Keep y'all on y'all toes.
Right. It's
Black History Month.
Yes. We got our black on.
Yeah,
right.
we
Black
can't read. Black is more than just a color.
Yes.
Okay, ladies. So, want to start off by something that has definitely been an initiative to just help our culture and our black community. So, we'll start off. Who founded the NAACP?
Okay. Supposed to know this.
Organization that helped our black folks do what they did. Okay, so you just need A and B for just two answer choices. So, was it W.E.B. Du Bois, Ida B. Wells, and Mary White Owington? Or was it Carter G. Woodson, Nelson Mandela, and Dick Gregory? Which set of people founded the NAACP?
A.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all got it. Yeah. Connected to our roots, right? Yes. Okay.
No, something.
Y'all got it. So, what does the NAACP stand for? Okay, A or B.
Okay.
So, is it A, the National Association for Advancement of Colored People, or is it B, the National Alliance of Cultural Provision?
A.
Okay, all right.
A.
Where's the trivia? Okay, great. So, and then I have one more question for you guys. So, who made it possible for black women to have that slick press, be able to have their hair pressed and that glow for the hair? Was it A, Shirley Chisholm?
Shirley had a nice barrel curl.
Oh man, okay, but how did she get there? B, Janelle Stevens, you know, she came out. Oh yeah, can't tell y'all. Sorry.
Okay.
Or the great entrepreneur herself, Madam C.J. Walker. Okay, so
Madam CJ.
yeah, that connected. Y'all got it. Yeah. Okay, that's
Learning history.
So we know,
Right.
we know who. Make sure our edges. Made sure we had some pressed edges. Madam C.J. Walker.
Shirley Chisholm edges laid.
It was no.
The Shirley Chisholm curls. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. So let's go ahead into our topic this week. So, right before Black History Month, man, January 26th, NBA star Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gianna Bryant, their teammate Peyton Chester and her mother Sarah, Alyssa Ottobelli and her parents John and Carrie, one of their other coaches Christina Mauser, and the pilot Era Zobayan, sorry if I mispronounced that. They all died in a helicopter crash, and it was, I mean, like a shock to everybody. Nobody
super
expected
devastating.
that. Yes.
Everybody was hurt.
So
Still hurt.
Still hurts.
Yeah.
But so after all of this happened, was this earlier this week, last week, Gayle King, Miss Gayle, Oprah's friend, she had a interview with Lisa Leslie, and she brought up the 2003 rape case that Kobe Bryant had in this clip that I'm going to show right now.
Jacinta was going to make it. She was going to be in the WNBA.
It's been said that his legacy is complicated because of the sexual assault charge, which was dismissed in 2003, 2004. Is it complicated for you as a woman, as a WNBA player?
It's not complicated for me at all. Even if there's a few times that we've been at a club at the same time. Kobe's not the kind of guy, never been like, you know, Lisa, go get that girl, or tell her, or send her this. I have other NBA friends that are like that. Kobe's, he was never like that. I just never have ever seen him being the kind of person that would do something to violate a woman or be aggressive in that way. That's just not the person that I know.
But Lisa, you wouldn't see it though. As his friend, you wouldn't
see right there. She didn't have to go all up in there.
Yeah, I just
told you.
I just don't believe that.
And
I'm not saying things didn't happen. I just don't believe that things didn't happen with force.
Is it even a fair question to talk about it, considering he's no longer with us and that it was resolved? Or is it really part of his history?
I think that the media should be more respectful. At this time, it's like if you had questions about it, you've had many years to ask him that. I don't think it's something that we should keep hanging over his legacy. I mean, it went to trial.
Yeah, well, it was dismissed because the victim in the case refused to testify, so it was dismissed.
And I think that's how we should leave it.
So, what do you guys think about? Right. What do you guys think about Gayle asking the question? Do you think it was appropriate as a journalist, or?
Absolutely not. Because after that first question that she initiated and the way Lisa answered her, she just should have left it at that. She shouldn't have dug deeper and trying to make a big mess about it. Like they said, it was dismissed, so why bring it up if it was dismissed?
Yes, I agree. Like, the interview didn't seem like she was trying to be negative or trying to like hang anything over his legacy, but she just went too far. And she just went too far off into it, and she should have stopped when Lisa responded to her and said, no, I'm not. That's not how I view him. I know him in the club. He never seemed aggressive, so I don't feel torn between being a woman and what they allegedly claim he did. So yeah, she just went too far, and she didn't. I don't understand why she didn't see that was inappropriate. You know.
But isn't it their job as a journalist to ask them questions before they even do the interview? Like, hey, are you comfortable asking me?
Good journalist would, you know.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Know what's topical.
Yeah. And then she should have read her body language. I was like, okay, like, that's all I'm going to give you. Like, you can
I think it was just tasteless regardless because the fact that, like, this man ain't even in the ground.
Yeah.
So, at that point, and then this is his personal friend at that too, so it's not just like you're asking somebody else who's just a celebrity who just knows about Kobe, somebody who you know is close to him, and like then you're asking like you're asking them like while they're grieving about something that nobody thought of but you.
Exactly.
And then she came back and added to it. She said she asked her something and then she said no, but you wouldn't be able to tell because you're his close friend.
Yeah.
Well, why did you ask me anyway?
Exactly.
You feel like I'm going to be biased about it because he's my friend.
Right.
You know, so that was inappropriate, and that's why everybody took it out of context. Because, you know, as we continue to watch it, it didn't seem like that's what she was initiating or she was going, you know, trying to do, but she just went in too deep, and then that's why they picked that little segment and took off with it. Because that's what Oprah was saying, like, she's not doing fine because people just took that and ran with it. But
and let's talk about that a little bit. So there was a couple responses, and including Snoop Dogg, who then said free Bill Cosby, and I guess Bill Cosby got freed and got a cell phone and was able to tweet. He didn't get freed. But he did tweet about it. I was just like, what? And Ari Lennox also went in calling them Okra and Kale and cussing them out.
Now Ari is a fool, and she's not afraid to speak her mind. So I'm not shocked that she weighed in on it.
Did you think any of what people took from it was a bad response to the interview, or how do you feel about what other people said about it?
I didn't really even I saw Snoop Dogg make a video, but I didn't even watch the whole thing because I'm like, I don't personally want to be upset about it, so I'm just going about my way with it because like Miss Gayle was wrong, point blank period, and that's just my opinion on it, and I didn't need to watch anybody else's opinion about it because then it would have sparked something in me, and I didn't want to go down that road.
I feel you.
Yeah, well, you know, if you put something out there and the media does not like it, they will come for you.
Exactly.
You know, Black Twitter. And,
especially Black Twitter.
Black Twitter, and they gonna come for you. So we have to be mindful, like, Gayle, this ain't usual. She been doing it. So, I mean, this is just a whole new era, new wave. Like, you will be called out on any BS. Right. We're not going. They're not going for it.
They ain't letting nothing slide.
Right. Nobody's safe. So
nobody.
Yeah. Just be mindful.
What I say is, the whole free Bill Cosby thing was where it just went like, how did we get here?
Yeah.
Because that was like a little over what the situation was, and also like Kobe's situation is not the same as all these other allegations. That's the other problem. You can't link everybody's situations to be the same because there are different scenarios and stuff. He hasn't had allegations from multiple women. He had one specific case, and the case was to where there could be questions on both sides. But he did issue an apology after that, and I'm going to read that. He said, first, I want to apologize directly to the woman involved in this incident. I want to apologize to her for my behavior that night and for the consequences she has suffered in the past year. All of this year has been incredibly difficult for me personally. I can only imagine the pain she has had to endure. I also want to apologize to her parents and family members and to my family and friends and supporters and to the citizens of Eagle, Colorado. I also want to make it clear that I do not question the motives of this young woman. No money has been paid to this woman. She has agreed that this statement will not be used against me in the civil case. Although I truly believe this encounter between us was consensual, I recognize now that she did not and does not view this incident the same way I did. After months of reviewing discovery, listening to her attorney, and even her testimony in person, I now understand how she feels and that she did not consent to this encounter. I issue this statement today fully aware that while one part of this case ends today, another remains. I understand that the civil case against me will go forward. That part of this case will be decided by and between the parties directly involved in the incident and will no longer be a financial or emotional drain on the citizens of the state of Colorado.
So all it was is just a miscommunication.
So, like, the issues of the case, even when I was like going back and reading through it, because I mean at the time I was like younger, so I didn't no
Right.
But so one, she was a white woman, and I say that because from the rest of the details that they put out, that's where it became a question of,
was it consensual or not?
yeah, because they had said that when they did the rape kit or whatever, she had another man's semen the next day from when she said that she was raped. Whether she was or not, I don't know. But that's where, to me, I'm like, you can't link him into a Harvey Weinstein or Bill Cosby, because this is one woman who, based off of that evidence, makes you consider that it could or could not have been consensual.
Right. Yeah.
Because if you get raped, you're not gonna go have sex with somebody the next day more than not, you know?
Right.
So
absolutely not.
Just for things like that, that's why it's like, I feel like people started to say, you know, like, y'all are trying to go after black men. Yeah. Though I don't think that's the case for, like, R. Kelly. He had a gang of women. He was, you know, locking up in rooms and making them his slaves. Yeah. And
multiple dealings.
Right. Yeah. It's just like, those are different scales. And I feel like with cancel culture, we don't get to let the person who made a mistake one time, because he apologized in a way that wasn't like, you know, the regular notes apology, like, oh, I'm sorry if this hurt anybody and that's it kind of thing.
Right. Like he specified who he was apologizing to.
And what about, and that he could have made a mistake. Right. Because the line of consent isn't taught well enough sometimes to where people don't really like take the extra precautions so that they don't have that issue. That's true. When initiating sex or having sex. So I feel like, so I want to ask y'all what y'all think about like cancel culture and that aspect of how it's been affecting with these like Me Too cases and stuff like that.
Cancel culture meaning like cancel you out of your
just like you know how Twitter be like, oh, they cancel, you know, by party.
Got you. Yeah, like you said, they can't really compare you to Harvey Weinstein, who was doing this to multiple women that were working for him, or Bill Cosby. There was one allegation that went on with Kobe, and the issue was resolved, and you never heard about that again with him. Like he went to court for it. They had a trial. Trial was canceled. So, you know, he shouldn't be canceled. His legacy is great. He did great things. So I don't think he should have to deal with, you know, as far as the sexuality part of, well, that part of his life, or just that mistake that he made at a young age.
Because you got to think about it, we all humans, we're going to make mistakes, but the people around us will have to, they don't have to, but like, just learn to love us through our mistakes anyway, because we bound to make multiple mistakes, like, throughout our life. I'm not saying that, you know, he should have did what he did, you know what I'm saying? But
he realized
it in the end, and he apologized for it, and he grew from it. And that's the thing with the cancel culture. Like, if the person genuinely apologizes and see their mistakes and grow from it, then why cancel them? But if they constantly doing it, oh yeah, you cancel.
Yeah, that's why I think when it comes to like the R. Kelly thing, that's a different case. It's like, yes, we should cancel R. Kelly because one, so many people let him slide for so long, and he's affecting a lot of people. It's like, also, like, Kobe, nobody asked him these questions when he was alive.
Right.
And now he can't say anything against it. He has nothing, like, he can't say anything. Now it's just going towards his wife, who has to relive something that was horrible for him in the first place. Like, one, he cheated on her. Two, now it's coming out that he's a rapist, basically. So, like, now you're adding that on top of her grief.
Exactly. So, and that's a lot on one person. And then she also has to take care of her children.
Right.
So, like, trying to balance all of that from social media and trying to take care of your kids who are also grieving while you're grieving and trying to deal with everybody on the outside, that is a lot. And that can take a toll on somebody.
And I definitely believe that we should hold people accountable towards the things that they've done. So, like, in a case like this, it's like he's apologized, he's lost sponsors right after, and some never renewed with him, like, even years later. So do you think, like, that's enough, or like what?
I think that is enough. And like you said, just going back to what you were talking about just us learning to what's consent and what's not, like what behavior does they look like. I don't think we really learn that. Because I think I've been in a situation before. Now, I wouldn't call it rape or say somebody rape, but like you're there and you're just allowing yourself to be intimate with somebody, but then, you know, when you feel like they're being more aggressive than you think they should be with you or be towards you, then it's an issue. But of course not. It didn't go to like any serious issues for me or having them go before a judge or anything. But we have to understand where the line is drawn, and just
you definitely have to make sure the person that you're being intimate is okay with the boundaries before you push those boundaries. So definitely. And then it's all about communication. Be open to talk about certain things, because now it's like you just let things slide. That's going to get under your skin. And then later you're going to blow up. And then you're not going to understand why.
I think with celebrities too, they have to be extra cautious. Because
definitely.
You just have to cover your bases. Like, people can be trying to, you know, make $1 off of you.
Exactly.
So you need to already be in place of like, this is how it is. And also, you may not know your influence over the person if they're not like a celebrity or anything either. So they may feel like, oh, I'm in the room with Kobe Bryant or whatever, and then like when stuff starts happening, be like, I don't really know if I'm trying to do this, but it's Kobe Bryant, and you may not be aware of that. So you need to be able to know, like,
but in cases like that, oh, I'm gonna just do it because it's such and such. No, take yourself out that. Because that's not gonna end well at all.
Sometimes you think you're just in an innocent situation, and it's more than, you know, what it appears to be.
Exactly.
Because I'm sure he thought there was some. I mean, I know him and Vanessa were together, but he didn't think it would escalate the way it did. Like, I'm just in Colorado fooling with this girl, and then it turned into be something big. So you do have to take extra precaution when you have that type of standard.
Now, going back to Gayle, so do y'all feel like there was any agenda behind her asking that?
You just stuck me with that question.
How about you, Gayle?
Wait a minute.
I don't think she had bad intentions. I think she was really just speaking from a Me Too type of point, type of view, and just for a speaking on the feminine behalf of it, but it was still inappropriate. Just trying to see how women felt about this. Like, I guess putting herself in that girl's shoes. Like, oh, he's died. He's passed now, and how does everybody feel about what he did in the past? Like, how is she feeling about that? Like, he raped me, and he had nothing to. She just it doesn't add up.
Cause that don't sound right. Oh, he raped me, but he dead now. Like, then why are you bringing it up? There's no point.
And I feel like, well, I know for one, when the case happened, somebody leaked her name into the trial or whatever, but she wasn't trying to be out there. So that's the other thing. I feel like a lot of times with this stuff, we're exploiting the women instead of letting them, you know, like
identity.
Right, and not having them just be somebody's victim.
Right.
And like the way that even some of these like documentaries are done and stuff like that, it's not like what is the purpose? So for me, I felt a little bit like they fishing for another story or something down the line, because they've been behind a lot of these documentaries and stuff like that. But it's just kind of like,
I can see that.
Like you said, it's just like, why ask? Like,
like, are you trying to put yourself in the woman's shoes? But
it's like, why would she? Maybe she don't want this back up again, you know?
Right. Because she probably buried it in the sand. And I'm not gonna say she forgot about it, but it was in the very back of her mind. And then now that somebody brought it up, now she has to deal with it over and over again, and people coming to question her. And that, I'm not gonna say it's gonna take a toll on her, but that can start being irritating,
right?
Because it's like, why now? Why you didn't do this when after he retired instead of when he passed?
Right.
Well, I could see, like, I feel like Gayle was just trying to see, like, how do you think the lady feels? Basically, what she was saying. Well, how do you think the lady feels about him passing away? What was the initial question?
She was how did she word it? She said, like, as a woman, how do you feel about his past allegations, basically?
Pertaining to his legacy, right? So, like, but it's just irrelevant.
Like, they don't relate at all. He died. Now you bringing up a rape?
That doesn't,
especially when it's not on the scale, like I'm saying, like if R. Kelly died and then it was like a bunch of people were crying over him, and that would be different to me, because then you have like these young girls who are like, he never got a trial or anything like that, but this is a settled case.
In the past, one person, he's married he's a family man, dad, great husband. That doesn't add up.
I feel like that's just like, it's just tasteless. There was no point.
Distasteful.
Well, we can watch her apology. She had a little 2-part, because she talked about how CBS kind of cut up the interview when she was angry.
That's what.
I personally don't know if it was real anger, but she said they cut it up. So we're gonna watch what she said about it.
I've been up reading the comments about the interview I did with Lisa Leslie about Kobe Bryant. And I know that if I had only seen the clip that you saw, I'd be extremely angry with me too. I am mortified, I'm embarrassed, and I am very angry. Unbeknownst to me, my network put up a clip from a very wide-ranging interview, totally taken out of context, and when you see it that way, it's very jarring. It's jarring to me. I didn't even know anything about it. I started getting calls. What the hell are you doing? Why did you say this? What is happening? I did not know what people are talking about. So I've been told, or I've been advised, to say nothing. Just let it go. People will drag you. People will troll you. It'll be over in a couple of days. But that's not good enough for me. Because I really want people to understand what happened here and how I'm feeling about it. I reached out to Lisa because I know that she's a longtime friend of Kobe's, to talk about his legacy and their friendship. We had a really wide-ranging interview. Talked about many things. His career, his passion, his sense of humor, the way he was mentoring other people, how he was starting his next chapter. It was wide-ranging. And yes, we talked about that court case, because that court case has also come up. And I wanted to get Lisa's take on it as a friend who knew him well, what she thought, where that should stand. And I thought It was very powerful when she looked me in the eye as a member of the media to say it's time for the media to leave it alone and to back off. During the course of the interview, I asked follow-up questions because I wanted to make sure that her position and perspective were very clear.
Okay. So I do agree it was wide-ranging. But she just should have backed off. She's a part of the media as well, so she should have backed off on it too.
But she just admitted to saying, oh, I asked her one question to see where she stood, but I kept asking her more questions. Right. Well, you knew what you was doing at the end of the day, so why go with the following questions if she already let it be known that this is what it is, and I'm not finna what's the word?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of it.
Cause you on just like press. I don't. Yeah.
Like it's the
drag
word,
on.
but anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah. Dragging it on or whatever.
Yeah. My only thing was just like she was talking about it was like brought up, but she was the only one who brought it up, and I just feel like just starting that conversation shouldn't have never happened. Yeah. Regardless of if she was trying to get Lisa to say something prior to other people or whatever, it should have just never happened. Nobody should have said that before he went into the ground.
Well, yeah, you know, people just like to hold on. The media, they just like to hold on to stuff like if it's the past, present, like you said, just fishing for a story, fishing for people to tune in. But, yeah.
So y'all canceling Okra and Kale? Okra and Kale?
To be honest, I didn't even know about Gayle until she did the interview with Kelly.
Really?
Yeah, that's when I first found out about her.
Besties. Right,
yeah. So I could do without her. Now Oprah, I'm going to have to think a little bit harder on that one.
Yeah.
Just a little bit harder. Because, I mean, that's her friend. You would defend your friend. But at the same time, behind closed doors, you would correct your friend. Be like, girl, you knew you was a little wrong for that. Like, bring it on back, you know.
Or she could probably, you know, they both do the same thing. So they both probably could go back and revisit and see what everybody else saw. But clearly they saw because she said she was embarrassed and, you know, all the flashback she got from it. But Gayle is Kale is canceled.
Canceling Kale.
Okra, we can go with. I can deal with Okra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I mean, Oprah always been like, I haven't like cared about her too much ever, honestly.
Really?
I mean, like, I used to look at Oprah magazines when I was younger and be nothing but white people and Oprah.
Wow.
There was never a black person that wasn't Oprah in that magazine. And that's just being real. Like, so for that, it's just like, Oprah's always just been like the staple of like black money, like black wealth.
Right.
Like, so in that aspect, we're always going to compare like, you got Oprah money or you got regular money, right? You know? It's like, is you rich or is you Oprah rich?
Right, yeah. I've always been interested in Oprah because I always said like, oh, I want to be a talk show host. People used to ask me, what are you going to be when you grow up? Talk show host like Oprah. I want to have a show like Oprah. So, you know, but I never paid attention to just like the racial lines there of Oprah and the wealth and, you know.
Because we always looked at her for her talk show, like her talk show.
First black talk
and then the money and then also her own magazine and now her own network. We never really looked into her personal life or really cared about her personal life. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much, you know, it about the situation. Gayle was wrong. That's point blank period.
Yeah, she was wrong.
Some of the people, what they said, adding Bill Cosby in was wrong too, but I get like the sentiment behind like defending Kobe's legacy, because even though he made a mistake, he still inspired thousands and thousands of black kids. So you know, that's the most important thing. Like, he's just an inspiration and a hero. to people who wanted to be like him and just go after their dreams and work towards being a great person in the field that they're in.
Right.
Just committed to excellence. So
Hard working.
Yes,
mama mentality.
Look, we're gonna have to say that all together. Right. 1, 2, 3. Mama mentality.
Rest in peace to Kobe and Gigi.
Yes, and I think
And all the others.
yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Can't
It
forget
was
them.
a tragedy for sure. I think that's a good way to end the show though. So
Yeah.
we'll see you guys next week.
Like, comment, and
Stay-
subscribe.
Yep, stay tuned. Anything you want us to talk about, please let us know.